Hello, my name is Philip, and welcome to my Masterbuilt 800. Today we're going for round 3 of Philip versus the Boston Butt on a rotisserie. Stay around. Let's see how this one turns out. You may recall that I have tried to do a rotisserie pork butt a couple of other times, and both times they fell off the rotisserie. They got so tender they just fell off. The first time I did not catch it in time and it was way overcooked. The second time I caught it right after it happened, and I was able to salvage the meat, and it was very good. So this time I'm going to wrap it with some twine. Then I'm going to slather with mustard and coat it with some Blue Hog's Original rub. Then I'll put it in the fridge so that the rub has time to adhere and set up a little bit. After that, I will go out and fire up my Masterbuilt 800. I've got it ready to go. I put some briquettes, I'm using Kingsford briquettes today, in the hopper, some cherry wood, another layer of briquettes, cherry wood, and so on to the top. So let's get into wrapping or trussing, whatever you want to call it, twining the pork butt. So the first thing I want to do is pull off a good amount. That's a fairly good sized chunk of meat. The first thing I will do is come under one end. It doesn't matter which end, of course. What I find helps a lot is to make 2 twists and pull, then rotate. There we go. Then it's just a matter of cutting off the little loose stragglies. I gotta get another pair of scissors. These things kind of broke, and I've been muddling by with them. Okay, that's gonna have to be all right. So I'm gonna slather some mustard on. Some people just really get upset if you use a binder. They're really quick to say, you don't need a binder, you don't need a binder. If you don't like a binder, don't use it. I like one, I'm going to use it. So slather on some mustard. Thusly, doesn't that sound formal? They make a netted sleeve that can fit over these. I think I'm going to get one someday and see how it works out. So today I'm using Blue Hog's Original. I'm finding I really like the Blue Hog's stuff. I wish they would make their caps a little better. So anyway, just give it a good sprinkling of your rub, whatever rub you want. I don't get any money from anybody for these products I use, so I just use what I like. You know, it's not necessarily a recommendation well, I guess it is a recommendation, but it's not a paid recommendation. However, if Blue Hog wants to start paying me, I wouldn't mind one bit. It'd still be an honest opinion. So you want to make sure you get all sides good. I know y'all seen this a few hundred times, unless you're just brand new to YouTube, so thank you. Like and subscribe. And maybe someday I will get money for this, but I doubt it. Okay, that's all for that. That looks good. It just smells barbecuey. All right, now I got my spit rod, and I go find that bone. There's that bone. Now, I poked a hole in here earlier. That's why this is going so easily. So I wouldn't have to struggle with it on camera. Looks good. I wish it were balanced a little better. I think I need to get one of those weights on there or something. So what I'm going to do now, put this in the fridge, and I will go out and start the fire. Wait for it to get the temp. I'm thinking maybe half hour or so. And then I'll be back with you guys. Don't go away. Don't fast forward. The Masterbuilt is up to temp, and as you probably know, I'm using a fireboard to control the heat on it. So all I have to do now is attach the prongs, tines, which isn't very difficult to do at all. Just kind of get them out from under that paint and just shove them in. Tighten down the screws, and that's all there is to it. So I'm going to go out and put this on. I'm not going to film that. I mean, you've seen people put a spit in a rotisserie motor. Nothing new. But I will check back with the camera every so often to give you an idea of how it's going on. So please stay with us. It has been 5 hours since I put this on, and as you can see, it is looking very good. I've come out about once an hour and a half or something, give it a little spritz with some apple cider vinegar. The internal temperature is about 170, so we're going to let it go until it hits 203, and I'll be back. All right, this has been on the grill most of the day. Let's see. But what I'm going to do, this has reached internal temperature of about 200, 201, somewhere around there. It is probing just as tender as can be. So I'm going to take it and wrap it in foil and take it inside and put it in my cooler and let it rest. So we'll pick up from there later. Well, I have a confession to make. Again, I brought the pork butt in last night, and I wrapped it in foil and put it in my cooler, wrapped in towels to give it a rest period. By the time it had really rested, it was getting a little late to record this, so I put it in the refrigerator overnight. Then I put it in, this morning I got up and I put it in my sous vide. I had my sous vide set at 150 degrees, and I let it go for 3 or 4 hours just to warm it back up and get it heated through. So I haven't looked at it yet. I don't know what it looks like, so let's take a look. When I took it out of the sous vide bag, the smell was fantastic. Wow. Take a look at that. The look is fantastic too. Lots of juice left down in there. Let's see if I can get it off this foil without making a big mess. Save that juice. I didn't want to save it on the little cabinet thing here. It looks great. Yesterday, Yesterday when I took it off, or before I took it off the grill, it was probing so tender. And it still is. I mean, it is just like nothing going through there. Turn it around here and let's pull the bone out. Well, forgot about the string. Oh, it came out so easy. Give that a little taste. That is good pulled pork. I got a piece of gristle, and it's soft. it's like a little gummy. It is really good. Let's see if we can get this string off here. I think I'm gonna need a pair of scissors. I was thinking about getting some of that netting to put on next time I try this. And I think I've about changed my mind on it. I'm afraid that would be too difficult to get off without just, I don't know. We're going to shred all this anyway, so I don't guess it really makes a difference if it tears it up or not. But oh, look at that. There you go. It just shreds the pork as you're trying to get the string off. Make sure I don't get too far to that edge. I'd hate to. Bad enough I've dropped two of these, in the grill. Oh, wow. Wow. That is beautiful. The sous vide did a wonderful job heating it up. It's actually too hot on my hands here. So I'm gonna quit a little bit here. So let's see what a little piece of this tastes like. They talk about the money muscle, but I'm not really sure which one the money muscle is. But we'll take a piece of this right here. It is just what you need in pulled pork. It needs some salt. Doesn't have any salt at all, really, to speak of. I don't know if brining a pork butt would get salt down to the middle or what, but let me tell you, in round 3 of Philip versus the rotisserie pork butt, I am the winner. Man, that's good. That is really good. The whole process of this was great fun. I thank you for joining me on it, and I hope that you will return. And remember, I love the smell of napalm in the morning.